Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to Game 3, babes. This is Game 3 of Ratcon. This is Mission 3 of the ITC. We have Joshua Brodie of New South Wales and Legion playing against Adrian Sharrock of someplace in Melbourne. Anyway, we have a mixed Imperium versus mixed Eldar. The Eldar is mostly Harlequins, so funnily enough, we've got Harlequins on back-to-back games, which is bizarre in the extreme. Firstly, that an Eldar player, because this is the second to top table. This isn't the top table of the event. This is the second to top table of the event at the moment. So this is Josh Brodie playing a Deathwatch primary with some assassins and some guardsmen, versus Adrian playing primary Harlequins with some Eldar flyers. I will go through those lists quickly for you. Jim Vasal just checked in to say hello. He's at a rave of some kind. He's having a good time. We've got the normal blokes joined us. There's Deneath and his crew of top blokes. We've also got preferred enemies tuned in, which is some of my mates. You wouldn't know them. They're too cool for the rest of us. Anyway, we have Joshua Brodie's list. He has got a Deathwatch battalion. Has a watch captain with Jump Pack, Storm Shield, Thunderhammer, and the Beacon Angelus for good old TPing fun. Then he has a Watch Master, who's his Warlord, who's just going to sit there and give rerolls and not die probably. Then he has a Veteran Squad. It's actually such a freaking chore to read and decipher Deathwatch list. But the short of it is, he's got three. He's got a Biker with a Teleport Homer. He's got 3 Terminators. He has a Vanguard Vet, and then he has 1, 2, 3, 4. Essentially 5 guys, one of them being the Watch Sergeant with Stormbolter, Storm Shield. So he has 6 Storm Shields, carrying the one in the Vanguard Veteran that the Vanguard Veteran has, and he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Stormbolters. That's not including the twin bolt gun that's on the Veteran, that's on the Biker, which is essentially another Stormbolter. He has two identical units of that. The next one only has the Biker, 2 Terminators, and 1, 2, the same 7, so same 10 guys, 1 less Terminator though, another 10 guys, 1 less Terminator, and another, so 2 units with 3 Terminators pretty much, and then 3 units with 2 Terminators. That's it. What? It's so annoying to try and decipher and then he has a Sisters Battalion. This one has a Canoness and Celestine, and then 3 Battle Sister Squad. These are the Bloody Rose. He'll be taking those because they're the ones that punch good, and I think these are the ones that he'll take the Relic where they all get to deny the Witch as well. And then lastly, he has an Elysians Guard Battalion, and he has 2 Company Commanders and just 3 squads. And I will tell you right now that he has 85 points spare because he intends to pay for an assassin, which I believe in this game is going to be a Vindicare, I would assume. I'm just going to double check with him. Hey Josh, what assassin did you get? Yep, he chose a Vindicare. Picked it. So yeah, he's going to have a Vindicare assassin. We've just had someone try and do lists. Did that not work for you guys? Well, let's do it. Yeah, there we go. So yes, that is Joshua Brodie's list. It is a very, very good list, guys. So having 50 Deathwatch guys, essentially having all Stormbolters and 7 Storm Shields, and then either having 6 or 4 guys who have 2 up armor saves. I like to call it awkward. Like, it's awkward, or you could almost say it's wonky to try and deal with, because you need such a different amount of profiles to deal with that squad. Having a 2-up armor and then a 3-up invuln is kind of the perfect storm. I mean, naturally having 2-up armor, 2-up invulnerable save, it means the same thing. 2-up armor means nothing, but having both of those together really makes you weigh up a lot of choices. It really makes it wonky for you to try and pick the right units to shoot at. But most likely what you do is you pick one and you put your whole freaking army into it. And sometimes you don't kill it. It's so frustrating. I can tell you I've been playing a local player to me, and he's been playing Deathwatch. I'll be shooting entire tower armies into Deathwatch squads of 10 guys and not killing them. It's phenomenal how tough they are. On top of that, he's got really good anti-psychic with the Sisters. He has essentially got 2 Smash Captains because he's got the Watch Captain with the Jump Pack Storm Shield, and he's also got Celestine. She's essentially another Smash Captain. And then he's got the Vindicare as well, so he's a threat to a lot of different things. Any questions about his list? You guys can all see them, yes. I will jump on and talk about Mr. Sharrock's list. So Adrian Sharrock opens up with a Ulthway detachment. It looks like it is, an Ulthway battalion. He's getting 5 CP for it. It's got to be a battalion. And he has Eldrad because he's 135 points, and why the shit tits would you not take him for 135 points? He also has a Warlock in there as well, who has not listed what he is. Power is apart from Smite. He has 7 Dire Avengers, 6 Dire Avengers, and some Rangers for his troop choices. It's an interesting choice to see Dire Avengers. Then he has an Airwing detachment. He has 2 Crimson Hard to Exarchs and a Hemlock. So very, very tasty there. Next he has a Spearhead that is Harlequins. Mask form is Silent Shroud. Is anybody able to tell me what Silent Shroud does? Which one that is? I can't really be stuffed looking it up myself. So someone please tell me which one Silent Shroud is. Because I know it's not Dreaming Shadows, which is the one where you shoot back against your opponent, which was the one we had on this time. 1 second, guys. Jim Vessel has just messaged me on Facebook and said, definitely ban me from Twitch, definitely. I think he's off his guts, guys. I just told him, nah, never. Come fuck up our stream, do it. That's the kind of content we want. Assault weapons, ignore advancing penalties. There we go. So let's go through the rest of his list, guys. Sorry for that little interlude. So yes, he has Silent Shroud. He has a Shadow Seer, a Solitaire, because Solitaires are incredible. Then he has 1 unit of Skyweavers of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then he has another Skyners 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then he has a Voidweaver. So what was that detachment? As a Spearhead, sorry, yeah, Spearhead. And then he has 3 Voidweavers. Huh. Okay, I haven't seen it. It's been a long time since I saw a Voidweaver, guys. So Adrian, he has a pretty off-meta list, guys. He's got a very strong Psychic. He has good combat, good anti-mech. Unfortunately, there's no mech, which he does have decent anti-horde. Actually, the Haywire on the Skyweavers is actually kind of cool against. It's actually kind of cool against all the Deathwatch, because you're -1. You're winning on 4s and you're -1. So it's a 3-up no matter what. So you're not giving them any chances to play around. Negative leadership. It's the leadership bomb. Really strong with the Hemlock and Phantasmal Grenade launchers. Yeah. Not like this. So that's Peter the Falcon, our stats champion and legend. He's just saying not like this. Look, on paper, I think this is, I'm going to say this quietly, I think this is very heavily in Joshua's favour, Josh Brodie's favour, the Deathwatch. I think it's very heavily in his favour. Not to say that there aren't plays that the Eldar player can make, because one really good way of killing Deathwatch is leadership. Their leadership 9. If you debuff them enough, you can just pop squads. I think that's pretty cool. Being able to pull that off consistently, though, is the risk. Oh, of course he does. Yeah. So the Terminators ignore. You don't have to take morale. Okay, never mind, guys. Never mind. This is actually, shit. As soon as you pointed that out, wow, this just got really bad. Yeah. So his army's built around a couple of gimmicks. None of those are going to work right here. So he's going to have to play like a frigging god. So, all right, we will turn our mind and our focus over to the mission, the secondary. So we've got 5 objectives in this. The secondaries that have been picked for Joshua, he's picked Headhunter. He is invested in. So he has invested in a Vindicare. So assuming he chooses Headhunter there, and especially seeing as it's not very hard to kill Harlequin characters. He has Mark for Death. I'd assume that's probably on the planes. Or the Skyweavers, or both of which he has to deal with to win, and Ground Control, which is an interesting choice, but it is a good choice for Deathwatch. It's always a good choice for Deathwatch, because you're there at the end, you always are. Deathwatch are not super strong at shooting planes. No, hitting them on 4s or 5s, and then wounding them on 5s, 4s if you get your +1 to wound, and then they have a decent save. They're not great. Normal blokes. It's Luke. Lovely to have you, Luke. Thanks for joining us, man. Thanks for your help before as well. But yeah, as soon as you told me the Terminators, just ignore this whole gimmick he's playing for. Oof. It's not great. Someone try and sell me Void Weavers. Someone sell me Void Weavers. Why has he got them? Why are they here? Someone tell me. Tell me a story. So we can already tell Harlequins have gone first, whether by choice or by design. I'll pull up the scorecard and see who's ticked. Well, we already know who's going first. Jim Vessel is coming back, probably maggoted. We'll see if he wants to jump on the stream. Vect. There is no Vect in this game, unfortunately. There is. Yeah, I have no idea why the Void Weavers are in there. I have no fucking clue, guys. Don't they have more leadership shenanigans? Don't they give minus leadership or some shit? I don't know. I'm trying to find something here. Work with me, people. So he's taken a pretty... Looks like they've just gotten Dawn of War for their deployment map. I'd say almost definitely. Looks like we've got the two Crimson Hunters here. Sorry, here and here. And looks like the Hemlock is off to the right. I hope he has... I'm going to check on his list and see what he's decided to give his Void Weavers. Prismatic Cannon. So someone tell me what the Prismatic Cannon does. I'm trying to find something here for Adrian to work with. So far, where are we? Unit of 5 Weavers, a unit of 5 Sky Weavers, and we got Void Weaver, Void Weaver, Void Weaver, Prismatic Cannon. Valor is flying, it's crazy. Props to you, dude. Well done. All over it. Choose one of the profiles. 24-inch assault D6, strength 4 -2 1 damage. Focused assault D3, strength 6 -3 D3 damage. Or lance 1 shot, strength 8 -4. So it's just not a good weapon. I just don't think it's a good weapon, guys. I mean, I like the fact that it's got multiple profiles, but having all of those being random, it's just yeah, it makes it bad. Like the assault D3, yeah. So you got D3 shots and then D3 damage. So you can have 3 shots and deal 1 damage, or 1 shot and deal 3 damage. It's oof. All right, fair enough. Let's see what he's got in store. One thing I will say about Adrian. So I played Adrian at Arc this year, and Adrian played Deathwatch, so he knows how Deathwatch works. So he's not going to be taken unawares. So that will work heavily in his favour. But I can say the same thing for Josh as well. Josh is quite an accomplished player, and he'll know everything that's going to go down before he does. So he's just positioning himself so it's within range. We've got Nick Beattie being a bit of a troll. Just coming over, rubbing his nipples. Such a never mind. I wanted to put him on stream, but I couldn't do it to his. So it looks like he's going to try. Look, he needs to be aggressive here, because legitimately he gets outranged by the Deathwatch. So yeah, Valerie, where do I know you from? Who are you? Where do you live? Where do you play? Tell us a bit about yourself. You've been so helpful, and you've been so on point. You deserve some recognition. What army is top of screen? That is Deathwatch, preferred enemy, which I'm assuming is golden, and it's just in a one big clump to minimize, I guess, charges. Yeah. No, you would prefer not to have recognition? Well, fair enough. No problems. Thank you so much for your help. Really, really greatly appreciated. He's staying pretty conservative with his planes, which I like. He's got plenty of range. Doesn't need to get too close. The Hemlock's the only thing that might be out of range this turn. But in all honesty, stuff it. I don't think he needs to sacrifice it. It's not going to get shot. So the only thing he needs to worry about is that Smash Captain. So he's got a captain in there with a Thunderhammer and Storm Shield. That could jump up and knock down a plane. It's unlikely to statistically, but it can be done. And if you've already taken it half dead from bolter shots, it will go down. past that, I think he just needs to invest and take one of these Deathwatch squads to Pound Town. I'm just going to see if I can move up this scorecard slightly, just so you guys can see it a bit better. Yep, there we go. Okay. So Adrian secondaries, he's taking a Recon. You got Flyers, take Recon. He's taken Old School. That is a significant mistake. And he's taken Headhunter. The reason Old School is bad is because it is... There is a damn good chance he doesn't get a kill turn 1. And if you cannot guarantee a kill turn 1 against an army, never take Old School, guys. That's my Adam's hot tip for the day. Do not take Old School if there is any chance you do not get First Blood. Like, never fucking do it. Just don't. Because as soon as you don't get First Blood, all First Blood is the easiest one to get of those 4. All the other ones are harder to get than First Blood. And if getting First Blood is questionable, that means First Blood, your easiest one to get, is not a sure thing. Don't take it. Don't take it at all, ever. Don't worry about it. I mean, if you're playing Gene Stealer Cult or whatever, or if you've got a massive Tau army, then they've got a unit of scouts and you can just put like 30 SMS shots into it, you take Old School. No problems. But yeah, when you're playing Deathwatch, you don't take Old School. Yeah, because he just rolls like a little slightly hot on his Storm Shields and you don't kill anything. You do the whole sum of one half of nothing. Jim Vessel right now is at a rave, a dubstep rave, and he just sent me a picture. Yeah, he's off his guts, guys. I'm hoping he joins us at some point. So Mitch Pelham is out at his D&D night with him and his partner play D&D together, which is cute, even though they are massive nerds. Colin Sherman has taken his fiancée out on the town because they have a night without children, so they're enjoying themselves. And Jim Vessel, who was so these three are the gentlemen who were on our stream at Game 1 and were commentating with us. And Jim Vessel has just gone out to a rave. They're significantly different places in their lives, those three men. All right. One thing they haven't done, which I'll remind them to do if I get a chance, is to keep their CP updated. Right now, I think some CP just got spent there, and we're not quite sure who got what. Right now, I think Adrian's pretty sure to get Holdmore. I can't imagine. Firstly, the Deathwatch only moves 6 inches. I don't know. I can't see the teleport homers. They're not put in any aggressive ways. But he is only going to move 6 inches. So I'm guessing that's going to be a significantly large charge. And on top of that, he doesn't win in combat versus Skyweavers. He actually probably loses. So it's just literally giving more damage output to his opponent's army. So I think Adrian holds this objective. Adrian already holds this one, and he holds this one. I don't think there's any way he can test this one, unless he can see this character that's on here. Unless he can see this character here, and his Vindicare snipes him out. So apart from that, I think there's nothing that he can do. And firstly, I don't think Josh goes for this objective here. I think that's outside what he would want to do. He has to, even if he gets a 6 on his advance, I'm not sure he makes that anyway. So I think it's irrelevant, guys. I think Adrian gets Holdmore this turn. Problem is he might not get a kill, and I'm pretty sure Josh is going to get a kill in his turn. So I think it might be even Stevens there. The problem is Deathwatch is just such a hard army to get secondary points against. I would have loved to see Adrian take behind enemy lines instead of taking Old School. Would have loved to, absolutely, because then this Void Raven, this Void Weaver, sorry, that is pretty awful in this matchup. Just goes there, just goes and sits here all game, racks up 4 points for you. That's huge. In this game, it's huge. This is Josh Brodie from New South Wales of Team Legion versus Adrian Sharrock of Victoria of Team Adrian Sharrock. What do you guys think? What's your hot tip, guys? I know most people are leaning towards Deathwatch pretty heavily. Is anybody going Adrian's way? Anybody think Adrian's got a shot? So we have So prepare positions was paid for by Josh Brodie, and he's taking 2 up armor saves right now on his Terminators because he shot it in with a bunch of haywire shots at the -1, and then because of prepare positions he still has the 2 up save. So effectively he counted that he's -1. He's taken 1 wound for the sum total of a whole unit of Skyweaver shooting at him. Here's a second shot. Here's a second volley. He's got 22 shots out of this squad. He's shooting into the same squad for sure. You'd never want to divert fire away from them. If you hit one squad, you hit it until it's gone. Good stuff for third enemy. I knew I could rely on you. No, it doesn't look like he's jinxed him because look where he's put his hemlock. He's been conservative with his hemlock, which I think is the right play. I believe that's his hemlock. I can't freaking tell the Eldar planes. Sorry, no. This is his hemlock, guys. His hemlock's over here. So he might have failed it. He might have got dispelled. He might have gotten 4+ denied by the sisters stratagem. So there's a lot of things that could happen to stop that, which is why this is why it's a horrible matchup. So he's dropped 1 Terminator with that volley. So far, he's got 2 at a time more. He's got taken 1 wound. It's fine, so we lost 1 Terminator for that volley. So yeah, 2 Terminators down, so there'll be 1 Terminator left in that unit. If it's 1 with the 2, if it's not, it's 2 left. He's always got Storm Shields. It would be a good idea to focus one of the guys that only has... If you've taken old school, you don't shoot at one of the veterans unit that has 3 Terminators. You go for the ones that have 2. So you got a more of a chance of getting that first blood, especially if he's popped prepared positions. 100% you do that. So we have some more small wounds being chucked down. I'm not quite sure what's shooting here. It's one of the Void Weavers, because both of the Sky Weavers are gone. So all we'd have left would be Void Weavers and planes to go. So he's rolling 6 dice at a time. So that would be consistent with 2 Shuriken Cannons. So he's got 4 wounds through there, taking them 2 at a time. Looks like he's failed 1 there. That looks like 2 fails. Yep, so there is another Terminator gone. Why is he shooting at that squad? Unless that was the Hemlock and that was all that was in range. Yeah. It could be that was the Hemlock and that was all that was in range, guys. It makes literally 0 sense to shoot at anything else but the same squad with Deathwatch. So we've got 5 shots. What shoots 5 shots? Interesting. There's a Crimson Hunter. This is why he's getting rerolls. Yep, another wound on a Terminator. So that must be a squad with 3 Terminators in it because he's already killed 2. So we're doing a Void Weaver. Yep, he's going into the same Deathwatch squad. Yep, so he's managed to draw line of sight. Took him a minute, but he managed to get line of sight. He's going into that same Deathwatch squad. He's going for I think he's going for his D3 shots, would be my guess, but I'd be going for the D6, because now that the Terminators are gone, all he has are 3+ saves. -1. Da-da-da-da. Preferred enemy, are you all hobbying up at Golden's place? Are you guys watching the footy? What's going on? What are you guys up to? And who's there? Who's watching? Looks like he's killed that last Terminator, so now he's going to be going on Storm Shields, which it looks like he's lost 1 of. So another one's down, so he's dropped 4 models from that unit, so all he's got left would be 5 Storm Shields and the Veteran. So yeah, the Veteran, the Biker, and a bunch of other Storm Shields and Storm Bolters. So keep investing in there, Adrian. Keep punching that down. There's no reason not to do it. working on this third Vulture gunship Forge World. I hate this crap resin. Oh, is it legit or is it recast? Big distinction. I can't disagree with Valerie, guys. I cannot disagree. You do deserve that pain. You have brought that upon yourself. There is another one down, so there's 5 models from that unit gone. There's 5 left. Thanks, Hef. Hef? Right. I had someone told me a trick that you wash it and then you matte varnish it before you paint it, and it becomes easier to paint. Yeah, someone told me that about Forge World resin. It looks like he's very, very close to killing one of those units. So leadership has become a factor for that Deathwatch squad. So I've just learned something. This squad has the 3+ invuln, so 3+ invuln, which probably means this squad is going to have the -2. The second he shoots at, he's probably going to go -2 to hit on it, which would be my assumption. As soon as they become -2, they become very awkward for the Deathwatch to deal with, because instead of hitting them on 5s, rerolling everything except 3s and 4s because he's got a watch cap, he's got a watch master. But then he's wounding them on 4s, maybe 3s if he pays a lot of CP, and then rerolling 1s, so you still can do some damage. But he's got about 36 shots per unit. Hitting on 5s, it's 12 hits. Rerolling, so it's probably another 8, so 18 hits, give or take. When on 4s, no, he can still do a lot of damage to Skyweavers. Getting ready for Wet Coast. Is that some kind of t-shirt competition that I'm unaware of, some kind of wet t-shirt competition? If so, I'd like photos, please. Defeating Jim Vessel it's so funny, yeah? As soon as someone wins something, everyone's like, I gotta beat that guy. I do feel that way about several people, but I keep it squashed down. I don't like to tell everybody I feel that way. So it looks like he's lost 2 units from here. He's lost 5 from this unit, and I think that's the sum total of his shooting phase, I would assume. Ooh, nice. 100+ person. Is anybody streaming that bad boy? Anybody we can host? Anybody we can support? If no one's streaming it, why aren't asking me? Maybe I'll do it. So he's going for an advance. Looks like he has not made it onto that objective. He will have made it onto that objective with the biker. So the biker, because he gets his advance, he moves his 12. He's going to make it onto the objective. So which one is he going to try and contest otherwise to try and take off Holdmore? Looks like he's only got 1 Skyweaver here, but that is very hard to contest unless he wants to use the Beacon Angelus. But even then, I think the 9 inches are too far. He'd have to declare a charge. To my mind, this one's the one that's exposable. Look, if I was him, I would take down the Hemlock, especially if he's the only source of Jinx. As soon as Jinx is off the table, I think the Deathwatch player breathes a little easier.
I think dinner's going to be busy.
Sorry?
I think dinner's going to be pretty busy.
Why?
Well, quite a few people interested.
Why didn't they? Huh? How many more than? Do you want to call him and tell? Do you want to call Freight Bar and tell him we increased the booking to 40? Yeah. So I've just been told. So I booked a venue for tonight for 30 people. And I've just been told because nerds, yeah, freaking nerds. I put up a Facebook post a week out saying how many people are interested in coming out for dinner so I can book a venue for us, and about 12 people said yes. And then I pestered a couple of people, said, oh yeah, you're going to come, you're not going to come. Got it up to about 22 people, so I booked for 30 because I know how nerds are. And now, fucking everyone's coming. All 50 people are coming now. douchebags. Poor venue. I've told them to book for 30 and we're going to rock up with 50. Alright, yeah, so look, I would invest heavily in taking down the Hemlock. I think with enough shots you pull it down. If you're lightning fast, it becomes iffy, but I still think you do it. I still think it's worth investing in. So it looks like that's the unit of 2. So there's a unit of 2 guys there. That's all that's left of what Adrian shot at, which would make me question how they survived morale unless he paid 2 CP just to keep him. I have to assume he paid 2 CP just to keep him because they had leadership 9 with losing 7 guys. They'd fail on 1 or 2. On a 4, they'd both pop. So he would have had to have, yeah. Unless he just took the chance for the 1 or the 2. I think someone's just joined us on Discord. Yeah, Jim Vasol has just joined us on Discord.
How's it going, Brodie?
Well, 1 second, let me see if I can hook up this Discord again, unless it's already hooked up.
So you got the score sheet going.
Got the what, sorry?
You got the score sheet going.
Yeah, I managed to get the score sheet up and going through my massive ineptitude. So, can everybody hear Jim? I think I've got it working just fine.
What's up, guys? Can you hear?
So, the normal blokes, all the Terminators were gone. He took all the wounds on the Terminators first. We saw him roll 2.
Elder versus Chaos?
Yeah, no, well, no, it's Harlequins and Eldar, pretty much Eldar Flyers plus Eldrad versus Deathwatch.
How many flyers he's got?
He's got 3 Flyers, 2 Crimson Hunters, and a Hemlock.
Gross. And there's those towers in the middle?
Sorry?
Are those towers in the middle?
No, they're Skyweavers, 2 units of 5 Skyweavers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I'll just circle those for you. 2 units of 5 Skyweavers. This one is 3++. They've got the 3+ invul. I made the assumption he's got a lightning fast reflex. Yes, he's just lightning fast reflexed on that unit. So they are -2, and he just rolled a 2 on his dice to keep both CP for that stratagem. That's pretty funny.
How did game 2 go?
Game 2 was Tyranids versus Harlequins, and the Harlequins got pounded pretty bad. Some pretty amazing rolling.
That's a hard matchup.
It is a rough matchup. The Shadows in the Warp shut down a lot of his best psychic powers. He had Cronus as well, so he was making him cast on 1d6 and stuff. So yeah, it was pretty awful for him.
That's the worst. Cronus is like a butt duster. It's the worst.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised we don't see it more often.
Yeah, especially with all the psychic out there.
Yeah, massively. Yeah, massively psychic heavy here. Because demons have
And you
been.
can just throw like a fucking Ripper Swarm with the Chronos and just like fuck people up.
Dude, you can just do it on your. You just buy your Spore Field at the start of the game. Yeah, and you make them Cronus, and you deep strike the pricks in.
The Chronos.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah, so good. Oh, it looks like he's 1 Skyweaver has been down from that unit, possibly 2. I'm not sure where the unit ends. It could be. Sorry, one sec.
Has the flyer meta hit Australia yet? Because I've been playing fucking 6 to 7 flyers all day, all night.
It is 100% hit. It is 100% hit Australia. So we've got a gentleman.
Not from America, technically, because Alex played it.
Yeah, are you able to turn your mic up slightly on your end, mate? Just your input over to me through Discord is a bit faint.
I'll try here. It's on my phone here, so. Hold on, I got a mic.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, the fly meta has hit. Like I got a gentleman on the 3rd top table here named Johnny Seymour, and he's playing 7 flyers. We've got this gentleman, he's playing 3 flyers. There's another 2 blokes here who I think have bought 5 and 7. So there's 2 7 flyer lists, there's 2 5 flyer lists, and there's a 3 flyer list. But they're quite diverse. They're not. Then there's no one who's taken the straight up and down Alex Harrison list so far. So a lot of people have bombers, Void Raven bombers here, which I don't really know why. I don't rate them. I'd rather take the Crimson Hunters or the Hemlocks.
Yeah, the Eldar Flyers being able to turn twice is just so good.
It's incredibly good, and it's so good against the things that people want to use to counter, like Horde Demons and Tyranids and things, just blocking you, making you fly off the board. Also,
like with the Dark Elder ones, you can predict where they're going to go, so you can kind of plan for that. But with the Elder ones, like they literally just fly in circles.
Exactly right, dude. So, looking at this matchup, from what you know of these lists and this matchup, who are you leaning towards?
So, I mean, Deathwatch have that crazy stratagem where, like, if the Eldar come close, they can just, like, stab them down. Has he got anything in Deep Strike, the Elder player? Or sorry, the Deathwatch guy? Is everything on the table?
Everything's on the. No, Deathwatch is everything on the table. Actually, both players are everything on the table.
What's his like big thing? Like no knight or anything like that? I know that.
Sorry, what's this?
He doesn't have a knight or anything like that.
No, he doesn't. He's got 5 Deathwatch. He's got 5 Deathwatch units, and then a full deny Sisters Battalion with Celestine. So that's what they takes the relic, but all of them get to deny it full. Then he has an Elysian Guard CP battery, and then he has 85 left over, and he's bought a Vindicare in this game.
Of course.
So
I feel like
yep.
you play here. I mean, you don't have 85 points for an assassin. Like you're not going to Warhammer.
Yeah, why wouldn't you do that? You do that every time.
Yeah.
All day,
so
every day.
Good now. It's like an
Yeah.
auto-include, basically.
Absolutely. I'm just going to get these guys to update the scores for us. Hey, Adrian. Adrian. Can you do the scores? Can you update your scores? Yeah, mark your scores and put your CP in. Sorry, just giving these slackers a kick, you know. Just fine. Adrian's like, it's my first time, man. It's my first time. It's okay. There's no excuse. Cherries will be popped. Heads will roll. So it looks like he's lost 4 from this middle unit of Skyweavers, and that is through a -2 to hit.
Yeah. With
Death?
3 wounds, like that's a lot of damage.
It's a lot.
For those.
Yeah, and it's, like I said, he had -2 to hit on him. He played lightning fast reflexes. So
Is there
that's
anything else in reserve for the Elder guy?
nah, nothing in reserve for either player. Everything's on the board. Oh, sorry. Nah, I'd have to assume that everything's on the board from what I can see. I'll just look through his list quickly. Skywavers. Shadowseer, Solitaire, Hemlock, Crimson Hunter, are both Exarchs. Rangers, yeah, Eldrad, Warlock, that's it. No, everything should be on the board. Yeah, no, I think everything's on the board. Everything's on the board for Deathwatch as well. I guess the only shenanigans they have to pull would be the Beacon Angelus, where they can pick up and drop somewhere. I can see that. So I was trying to figure out where he was going to go to try and get his to try and clear a 3rd objective. So he's managed to move and advance this bike and single dude over to hold this one. But the one that I thought that looked weak was here, with just with the Void Weaver on it. If he was to come down within 9 inches and get a charge off on that, his Obsec trumps that obviously, and he holds that objective, and he would all of a sudden get hold more, because naturally Adrian did not get kill more in his turn. We just got them putting their CPs in. For some reason, Joshua has 18 CP, which is legit exactly what he has. He has 3 battalions. He has 18 CP. And Adrian has 10. That is a bucket load of CP. CPs in. For some reason, Joshua has 18 CP, which is legit exactly what he has. He has 3 battalions. He has
18 CP for Deathwatch?
So what's that?
That is a bucket.
That is a lot of CP.
Sorry, one sec. I'll check it over here. I've just got to fix the iPad for these guys. One sec.
Can you hear me any better?
Sorry for that, guys. You still there, Jim?
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Sorry?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit, but not too bad. So
Now.
yeah, that's perfect. In the scheme of the meta, how highly do you rate Deathwatch, Jim?
Honestly, I feel like they're really good against. They have really good matchups against Dark Elder. I feel like is like the perfect counter to that, or they get countered by. Sorry, they counter Dark Elder really well.
Yeah, absolutely.
but I honestly feel like they're just so expensive that, like, against an army that has range, so they're. I mean, you got to understand their whole threat range is 24 inches.
Yeah.
So if you can outrange them and mitigate the ammunition, I think and I think a lot of honestly they're so hard to play. Who's the guy that CanCon that won the previous year that brought the Death Watch? Who's that guy?
Jeremy Marigold Martino.
Yeah, he had a really good Death Watch list. Like that's like a very gimmicky toolbox list. I liked his list a lot.
I liked his list a lot as well. I wish he fleshed out the guard portion a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, but his list was really good. He almost won. He came second.
Is he playing pure Death Watch?
Sorry?
Is he playing pure Death Watch here?
No, he has a sisters battalion and he has a guard battalion.
All right. How do you feel with the sisters?
The way he's using them to be his deny battery. So he takes the relic that lets everybody in the sisters army deny. So he gets 5 denies out of them.
Which is crazy.
On those terms, I think they're very good. If you're using them for anything else, I don't rate them. Not as a CP battery like they are here.
It'll be interesting because the Codex has already gone to printers at this point.
It does, yeah. It's too late now.
I will. Even the models that they're previewing are probably already been made like 6 months ago.
Yeah, exactly right. They've probably got warehouses full already. The one unit of Skyweavers has been picked up. It looks like the other one has taken at least 1, maybe 2 casualties. So that's pretty heinous.
Yeah. Is there a Death Chester of Solitaires kicking around anywhere?
He has a Solitaire, absolutely. He doesn't have a Death Chester, though.
Death Chesters are so good. I feel like they're very underrated for how cheap they are.
Oh, dude, they're so cheap. And Curtain Fall just is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the Deep 3 Mortals. And the strongest mechanic, I feel, is being able to pick, if they fail morale, pick which model dies. So against things like Nodal Demons, you can pull off all the banners.
Yeah, pull off all the banners, absolutely. And then if you got 2 or 3 of them, you can start pulling off those Nurgle Heralds as well.
Yeah. Everybody, I gotta we got the after party at the place I'm at is starting here, so I'll try to join you for game 4 tomorrow.
No worries, dude. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for jumping in. Jump in and out whenever you like. See you, dude. Wasn't that nice? Nice little cameo by Mr. Vassal. Lovely guy. He just won Adepticon, for those who don't know. He won Adepticon 2019. He was playing a Demons list quite similar to a Demons list we see over here. Very similar to the list that Matt Morrisoli's been running and was crushing with for all of like the 2018 ITC season. Looks like we are... He's got 1 Skyweaver left and he's just paid 2 CP to keep him. So they're just going to type up these scores for us, and we'll get a picture of where they're sitting at the end of turn 1. So look, there is essentially there's 2 hours left in this round, so they've gone for 45 minutes, and that was deployment, and turn 1 took 45 minutes. You split that in half. If that's 20 minutes each, that's almost not good enough. You kind of need to have was it 12 minute turns, 15 to 20 minute turns. Yeah. So look. But I have a lot of faith actually that these guys will get a natural conclusion, and I am willing to pray to all 5 Chaos Gods, 6 Chaos Gods, yeah? Because Malal and the Emperor, they're both Chaos Gods. Just put it out there, dropping my bombs, deal with it. Okay, can we get, who's still with us? Jim slayed the after party. Yeah. He is a maniac. Yeah, honestly, yeah. Look, he's the assassin meta. I'm not quite sure if we have a clear picture of how impactful it actually is. A lot of people are overestimating their output and overestimating how much people will commit to it. Because if you take 3 Vindicare assassins and you play somebody whose army does not rely on characters, they're pretty worthless. And a lot of the best armies can play in ways that don't rely on characters. Unfortunately, some of the best armies have to. Like Eldar need their characters. They need Yvrain. They need Eldrad. They need Guide. They need Doom. But they can do things like take freaking Hemlocks instead of taking characters. So they have options. Then you have things like Genestealer Cult, where they can shill off all their wounds. Like on a 4+, they essentially just piss their wounds off onto other guys. And there's a lot of things like a Guardsman can just start taking Ogren bodyguards and start dishing off the wounds. So I'm not sure. Yeah, Hemlocks don't buff. That's true. But I'm not sure we have a clear picture of just how impactful and dominating the assassin meta is going to be. It's going to be a thing though. It's undoubtedly going to be a thing because every Imperium army is going to take them. Is going to have access to them at will. Oh look, I would hazard a guess, and this is just purely off the top of my head after I've looked through all the CanCon lists at this event, and I would say probably 60 to 70% of every Imperium list has an assassin. And the ones that don't are the fluff bunnies who like are playing pure Blood Angels and shit. So yeah, I would say the vast majority has assassins everywhere. And look, why the fuck wouldn't you? I am salivating right now over a pure Custodes with an assassin and just running that possibly for all of the rest of the 2019 season past ETC. Because I'm locked into playing Tau for ETC. Oh boy. But look, do what you gotta do. Joshua took a pretty strong lead there. Right now it's 5-1. Joshua's way. 3 primary points. I'm guessing that's for kill more, and hold. But Adrian should have one more because he has hold more. Adrian should have had a point for hold more here. So I'm interested to know why they haven't ticked that box. And I'm pretty sure they haven't updated their CP either. Because for sure he spent 2 CP on the 3+ invuln and spent 2 CP on the minus on lightning fast reflexes. I know he did get 2 CP back, but that shouldn't leave him at least a few down. And we know he said he spent 2 CP to keep this Skyweaver alive as well, because I'm assuming that's a mark for death point. Yeah, I'd have to assume it's a mark for death. Actually, we have the power of internet, guys. I can look at their scores as they're updating them, and I can tell you exactly what they've taken, because I have the power. How's everyone's early Sunday evening going? We are looking at turn 1. So, to my mind, Adrian should have hold more, which he has not ticked. So, he was holding 3 objectives to Joshua's 2, so he should definitely have hold more. So that doesn't make any sense. Oh, sorry. No, he shouldn't, because he killed him off the middle objective. There we go. That's why he didn't get it. No, that makes sense. So Adrian scored no secondaries that turn. He didn't get first blood, didn't get recon, didn't get headhunter. Whereas Josh got 3. He got a headhunter. He got a mark for. Sorry, he got 2. He got a headhunter and a mark for death, and 3 points for his primary for kill, hold, and kill more. Yeah, taking old school against Deathwatch, not a good plan, guys. Unless you have like Death Hex or some shit, not a good plan at all. I don't mind his flyer placement. His flyer placement is pretty good. Looks like he's doing that pretty well. So it looks like he's going to... So his Hemlock has moved to here. There's a Hemlock. The range on Jinx, so he should definitely be in range to try and Jinx one of these units, and if he's clever, he'll try and keep himself outside 24 of wherever these sisters have set themselves up. Now here's a curious thing. If you have units of 5 sisters on the board, surely you just pick one of those up to get yourself first blood. Surely you do. Surely you fly your Hemlock over so you're in line of sight. Because I've got to assume that the sisters are here in this area. You fly your Hemlock over. Ace one of those units, get yourself your first blood, get yourself your kill. Because they're very easy to pick up. And you got 3 flyers, surely you can get yourself some line of sight on 1 unit. Because he still with his whole army shooting into 1 squad, he still didn't kill 1. So realistically, you only would have gained points by shooting at the sisters. Yep, fair enough. Adam's just solving all the world's problems. We have, so I'll tell you about our other top table games. We have Nick Beattie versus Johnny Seymour. That is Dark Eldar Flyers versus an eclectic mix of, sorry, not an eclectic mix. He's got friggin' Deathcore Krieg and a Knight Lancer, which I'm going to get him to bring over his friggin' Knight Lancer so you guys can have a look. Because it is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. We have Matt Number One Morrisoli versus Dean the Peanut Sinbeck. I've just coined that term because his head is shiny and looks like a peanut. That's demon on demon hate or love, depending on where you're looking at it. And I didn't. That's actually the top game. That's number one, number two right now in scores wise. But that is demon horde on demon horde. I couldn't be fucked with that. I was assuming you guys couldn't be fucked with that. This game is far more interesting in every way than me saying, and some demons charged some demons. Some of the demons died. Some of the other demons died. Oh, look, those demons are now they're going to charge those demons. And some of those demons died. He's smiting. And then 20 minutes later, he's still smiting. He's finished smiting. You get it? Like, it's the same archetype playing each other. They're both top players, and I'm assuming I'll have to stream them at some point anyway. So I figured, do the second top table, guys. Why not? It's still an intriguing game, even though on paper the Deathwatch do have a very, very positive matchup. Vorak won, at least one Demon Horde will be eliminated. You're not wrong. Statistics say you're correct. Looks like we're already into the shooting phase for Adrian. Looks like he has pulled around some Dire Avengers to try and pull down those last two Deathwatch guys and also to tag on that objective. Hemlock is firing into the next front unit of Deathwatch. He's gotten one shot, which missed because Void Weavers, hilarious. He's going to shuriken cannons. Looks like he's gotten all 6 hits. It's pretty nice. Win on 3s. And 4 wounds. One of them is minus a lot. Doesn't really matter. He's got 3 up invulns. So it's either... So we're going for a Terminator first up. So I'm confused about what just happened there, but never mind. So it looks like he started taking wins on a Terminator, then took a win on something else afterwards. That's just what I saw from here. It might be incorrect though. He's got to roll on his Terminator until he dies now because he's taken a wound. Yep, there's the Terminator's dead. Yeah, so he's got one left at -1 and one at -3 or -4, whatever the shuriken is on a 6. So he killed another Terminator. Not bad. There's actually some shitty rolling by Josh there. They probably should have lost 1, maybe 1.5, but he lost 2. We have the Hemlock now going into that same squad. He's gotten 6 shots out of his Hemlock. That's pretty good. Hitting on the 5 wounds. They're all going to be 3 up invulns. And he lost 1. Savage. Yaltharugga. Back from the beach. How is he travelling? It is travelling okay. Look, Adrian's not out of the game right now, only because he has board control and he has his opponent bottled up. If that changes significantly, if he keeps him bottled up, he's still staying in this game. Whereas, yeah, if he Voltrons out, he starts getting on these objectives. Adrian will start losing very quickly. So Adrian needs to leverage getting hold more every single turn because he's not going to get fucking kill more every turn. There's no way he's getting kill more probably any turn of this game, which means he needs to get hold more every game, every turn. Yaltharaga, what beach? Where you living, dude? Where do you reside? There's another one dropped from that unit. Do you know what I would have done? Do you know what I would have done, guys? If I was Adrian, I would be using the Void Weavers to charge Deathwatch squads. And I would be trying to pile into multiple of them with one, and then make him teleport out so he can shoot, and then charge him again with another one. And so then start getting him stuck and start denying him shots. Although he can fall. Actually, sorry, never mind. He can fall back and shoot, fall back and charge. You got to be able to kill at the bike and the Vanguard veteran. Newcastle, New South Wales, went to Redhead Beach for the Arvo. Nice dude. Do you play for a team up there? Do you play for a club? I got a few mates in Newcastle. A good friend of these and patron of the stream and Down Under Network is Ben Mulhall, who's from Newcastle. He's a top bloke. As another 2 have been dropped from that squad. And I believe this shooting phase is over. Yep, shooting phase is over. Yep, he's spending 2 CP so he doesn't take any morale checks because I believe he lost 6 or 7 from that squad, and you can't risk them popping. So he's almost lost 2 Deathwatch squads, but he hasn't lost either Deathwatch squad. So that's pretty funny. So I believe Adrian will get a recon point this turn. Yeah, there's nothing to do. He's going to get recon. He hasn't got any headhunters though. Again. Yeah, I'm not sure. Headhunter Old School might be letting him down here. Because you could be scoring some behind enemy lines points. He could be going marks for deaths on the Deathwatch squads, which he has to target. Yeah, there's a lot of things he could be doing differently here. Oh, I think he's declared a charge. I have to assume that is. Yeah, sorry guys, we missed it. This here, that is his solitaire. His solitaire has blitzed in to that, and we are rolling up right now. We're rolling. So it looks like he's gotten 5 wounds, 3 up invulns. He's lost 2 guys. Not a great return for a solitaire, but he wasn't going to do much else. Yalthraga is just telling us about his first war boss, who's his namesake, and he's playing for Warzone Central Coast. Cool, man. That's sick. You heading up to BrizCon? You're gonna go check it up out there? Check it out up there. Check it up out there. Quality content. I will just jump over through the power of the internet and have a look at our other top tables, just see how they're tracking. So we have Matt number 1 Morrisoli versus Dean the Peanut Sinbeck. Making up your own nicknames for people is the best, guys. Looks like they haven't put in their scores for turn. So turn 1 in their game. One of them didn't hold any objectives, and one of them only held 1 objective. So Matt Morrisoli held 1 objective, Dean Sinbeck held no objective, and nobody killed anything. Wow. Wow. You guys are boring as shit. Demons are demons, guys. Thank fuck we're not calling that game. The other one is Johnny Seymour versus Nick Beattie. And in that game, they are not tracking their scores. They are not doing their scores live because they are not cool dudes. Suckers. What's the other one? We have Matthew Clegg versus Andrew Robinson. They are tracking that game. They're into their turn 2. Turn 1, Andrew Robertson got 3 points for primary versus Matt Click for 2, and they ended that on a 4-2 score. Turn 2, they are still going. All right, back to the action. Has anybody got any mates here they want me to look up on? Yeah, BrizCon. Fair enough. Who have you got casting that? Who have you got shoutcasting it? Because I believe I'm available that weekend. We'll talk. We'll get your people to call my people. We'll confer. Looks like we've got some movement, so just this Deathwatch squad, just getting in position. I can't come, man. I'm too busy. Got too many events on. It's bullshit. I know it's Dave. It's not good. Yeah. Where's my Normal Blokes podcast? When's the last Normal Blokes I've seen? It's been like a couple of weeks, man. What's going on? I'm going dry. The Normal Blokes well is dry. What's up? So it looks like Adrian is killing around eight Deathwatch a turn. He started the game with 50. So turn 5, he's got like 8 guys left, 10 guys left from a Deathwatch. But it doesn't mean anything. If he doesn't pick up squads, he's not getting kills, he's not getting points. Yeah, dude, you want me on the show? I'll be on the show whenever you want. Always. I like, just tell me whenever you want me on, man. Always happy to be on. So he's probably going to isolate that Solitaire. The Solitaire will have to go down. He can't survive there. He can't be left to survive there because next turn he just jumps over, can go in and kill 2 characters if he wants. I'm not sure what his focus is going to be this turn. I wonder where this last Skyweaver is. Anybody able to see where this last Skyweaver's gone? Ah, there it is. I can see it there. So it's hiding out of line of sight here, because that's a mark for death point that Adrian's hiding. It looks like we've just had some deep striking Elysians come down. So that's the goodness of taking an Elysian Loyal 32. They just get auto deep strike. They get deep strike for free. So he's just going to deep strike those who are down. First rank, second rank, try and kill off that Skyweaver. Shebang. Shebang, bang, bang. What are you up to, Denise? What are you doing with yourself? You hobbying? You talking? You painting? What's up? Talk to me. It's Terry Tibbs. I wonder if anybody knows that. What's that off? Who is Terry Tibbs and what's he off? So he's going to come down. He's going to do some first rank, second rank fire. Try and pick up this unit of either Dire Avengers or a unit of Rangers. It's got. I think that's the Rangers there actually. Yep, that's the Rangers. So Rangers, these are the Dire Avengers today. And that's the last Skyweaver is just there. So he's going to try and pick that up. He's going to try and pick up these guys as well. And he's going to try and get 2, like, he didn't kill anything. So cheap kills are very easy to come by against Adrian because he's got these little squads of 5-mans. He's got some characters that he needs to be aggressive with. And he's got these flimsy boats. How many wounds on a Void Weaver? Like, are they 6 the same as a Star Weaver? Because that would be shit. That would be really shit. Where's Valerie? Valhuri. Save me. Tell me the stats on a Void Weaver defensively. Oh, it's so bad. How many points do you pay for that bucket of shite? 108 points. Nah, still not worth it. You compare a Void Weaver. You compare a Void Weaver to one of those Palace Grav tanks for Custodes that are 100 points. You compare those two. Oof. Bit of tears just flying down my face. -2 to charge, fly, 2 more wounds, better armor save, better gun, 2+ ballistic skill. Shit, 8 points less. Wow. Golly gosh, guys. You can't. So, but who can you fairly compare Harlequins to then? Or are they in a league by themselves? There's a question for the chat. So if it's unfair to compare a ridiculously elite army with a ridiculously elite army, what could you compare Harlequins to? Les Peters. Yeah, that's applicable. They're both elite armies that are very specialized and not very flexible. Yeah, that's fair. Do you think Harlequins are better? Do you think Mono Harlequins is better than Mono Grey Knights? Because I can tell you right now, Grey Knights are actually legitimately good against Harlequins. I'm not sure Harlequins are legitimately good against Grey Knights. Yeah. Oh yeah. But look, trying to compare the whole wider meta, the super. So, but then you're not comparing Harlequins. You're comparing Eldari, the super faction, versus Imperium, the super faction, and that's a whole different conversation. If you want to boil things down to a microcosm and get what I feel is a true representation of where something sits in the meta, you have to look at it as a mono. I don't know. It's really awkward though, isn't it? Yeah, I do. That's exactly my right. Because once you get down to that bottom rung of the shittest of the shit armies, who wins out of those shittest of the shit armies? Like you got Necrons, Harlequins, Grey Knights. Anybody else in that bottom, like this, like the F tier, the failure tier army lists? Oh, sorry, factions. So Harlequins actually do decently well against Necrons. They don't do horribly well against Necrons. It's kind of a muchness game. Like it can go either way. It's probably just down to player skill more than anything in that matchup. But like Grey Knights legitimately punk Harlequins because those smites are retardedly OP against them because they can't handle them. There's smite. But you got a Harlequin troop with 5 guys with fusion pistols, and you lose even one of them to a smite. It's a massive amount of points. That's just gone. And they'll have like legitimately like 8 or 9 of those smites a turn. There's the Solitaire. He has just been pumped. There is a Solitaire shaped hole in all of our hearts, and it was over there. Some Dire Avengers that are on this objective are getting picked up now. These guys are moving at a pretty good pace. I mean, I'm guessing I'm attributing a lot of that to the fact that Josh isn't moving much. Problem is though, Adrian. So like I said before, Adrian 100% needs to be getting holds more every turn because he's going to be giving up a kill more every turn. He left a very, very weak unit on that. Just 5 Dire Avengers versus any of these Deathwatch units just get absolutely mulliganed off the table. Despite that, though, he still has 3 objectives. Actually, I take that back. there is nothing on this objective. I just had a quick look. That objective is bare. So right now, especially if this, so he has a Void Weaver and a Sky Weaver on this objective, on that one. This one is, it looks like, I'm just going to see if I can get a look. Yep. So there are models on this objective. There's like, I think it might be a remnant Deathwatch unit on that objective. So right now it's 2-2. So if Josh just sits here, keeps getting kill more and cancelling out Adrian's hold more, he'll outscore him very convincingly. Where are we at now? It looks like we have got a multitude of saves to be taken. So he's got 4 up saves. A Void Weaver has just been taken down. Did not explode. Just bolters. He just shot down a vehicle. Well, sorry. I'm not quite sure you can call a Sky Weaver a vehicle, because I'm not sure it's worthy of the word, but those bolts just killed a vehicle. Looks like he's looking to see what kind of a line of sight he can get. No, sorry, Void Weaver, not Sky Weaver. Da-da-da. What are you guys excited for? Anybody got any of the new Chaos models? Tell me about your glorious Chaos models. Because they are all beautiful. They are all fantastic. And the temptation is strong, yeah, the pull of the 8-pointed star. What are we looking at here? What are they trying to figure out? I can't quite figure out what they're doing. So he's trying to figure out who can see this, the Void Weaver in the middle. So he's trying to see if they can get a line of sight to this unit. And trying to see if he can get line of sight from here to this unit. And then there's a bunch of the Sisters units there. And then if this explodes, it could just spread all over this area. Penis. So those guys, obviously there's a couple of guys, a handful of guys that you can't see the Void Weaver, so they're going to be dialing up on the ranges if they're in range. It should be 30 inches at their maximum. No one's commented on my... You guys must not be paying attention. You guys missed it, and it's not coming back. Maybe I'll do another one tomorrow. Not a lot going on right now. Looks like they're taking their sweet time trying to figure out who can and cannot see and who is and isn't in range. Because I would have assumed that this back unit of Deathwatch was not within 30 inches of this unit. What did you miss exactly, despite the word? You missed some beautiful art by me on here that may or may not have been a phallic object. That is what you missed. And you just confirmed you weren't watching. My heart is broken. I thought we had something special, Valerie. Nah, a lot of the time, the best way to watch this kind of content is to jump in and out. Like, watch a bit, paint, or talk to someone else, jump back in, see what the scores are, see what the board state's like. Fully understandable if you're not sitting here with bated breath upon these toy soldiers. See, I'm still surprised there's still 3 planes in the air. He hasn't really invested any fire into it. I guess he just doesn't think they're that as much of a threat. I mean, the Crimson Hunters they only have so many shots. They only have a very limited amount of shots. I mean, they are like damage 2 and stuff, damage 3 or whatever. But he's got 3 up invulns and 1 to win models. He doesn't really give a shit. Yeah, there's a lot of things that are very, I guess, very interesting about this matchup. And about the way Josh has decided to play. He's just playing to win. He's not playing to table. He's just playing to win. But naturally, if he does kill everything on the that is walking around, he will table him. And it's actually not looking that unlikely. Looks like there is a whole bunch of dead stuff on that Demon vs. Demon game. So I'm assuming some demons have died in that game. Considering it's a Demon vs. Demon game, I feel like that's the insightful stuff you guys come here for. Yeah. Yeah, exactly what's happened there. Some demons have died. So we've got some more shooting. Jeez, it's just relentless, isn't it? Deathwatch. And so it's like he was rerolling some hits there. These will be his wounds. Rerolling ones if he's picked the one that has the... Yeah, exactly right. Flyers can't get points, but flyers can do damage. So it's just interesting what he valued. Considering he's got such a great set of defensive profiles, there's no reason to prioritize the flyers. They're just not going to do that much. Well, look, wait, sorry, I just said that, and he was shooting into one of the Crimson Hunters. But I would have to assume that was because he was out of range of shooting anything else. Made both his saves. Got a little charge going on there. The Deathwatch are charging the Dire Avengers. He got a hit on his Overwatch. And also he didn't get a wound. He's got his charge. He's made it. Two Deathwatch Marines attacking. That's a very real possibility, Valerie. If he had just sat back and just leveraged the flyers, put the flyers up, make them like -2s to hit when he targets them, fly around, be a nuisance, wear 1 or 2 units down over time, let him push up if he wants to do anything apart from shoot from flyers, and then jump all in. I think where he went wrong was letting him get at the Skyweavers. To my mind, he has enough terrain here to hide the Skyweavers out of line of sight here, or even hide both units here to hide them out of line of sight. And Brodie, he deployed like literally in this box. That was his entire deployment. He could have leveraged that to hide his stuff at a 30-inch range so the Deathwatch can't shoot them, and then just wait. He has to commit if he wants to hold more on you, and then bang, you go straight in. But see, here's the thing with Harleys. It's very risky to sit back. If your stuff becomes combat ineffective very quickly with Harlequins. The diminishing returns is higher for Harlequins than probably any other army in the game. Those units of Skyweavers, a unit of 5 is threatening just about everything in the game. A unit of 3 or 2 is pretty ignorable. Especially when you don't have any, especially when the Haywire is not contributing anything. Rolling off some more saves. Last saves for this turn. Where's the other charges have come from? Just trying to get a bead on a few characters. Brodie. he made a 9-inch charge. There's a unit of guardsmen there. They made a 9-inch charge into here, and he has taken this objective of him. So Adrian's holding less objectives than Josh Brodie is. So Brodie's got this one, and now this one. So he's going to get kill more, hold more this turn. I feel like this is going to be putting Adrian in an insurmountable deficit on points. Yeah, pretty sure he can't come back from this. Well, I mean, we're gonna stick and find out. Because realistically, next turn, it will be quite difficult for Josh to get kill more when Adrian goes and he kills this unit of 10 guys, this unit of 10 guys, this unit of 10 guys, and then they're wherever the two characters are. There's 5 kills right there, and then he just hides. Don't let him get any kills in return. Yeah, pulling him close didn't gain him anything. Well, he killed 8 of a 10-man unit of Deathwatch. That was literally all that got him. Doesn't matter. He probably would have killed 4 or 5 of them with the flyers anyway, and the next turn he finishes up the rest of that unit. So he didn't kill it in 1 turn, he would have killed it in 2. Those haywire bikes meant he didn't kill it in 1 turn anyway. So yeah, you're right. They didn't gain him much. But mind you, he probably would have been sitting there going, I've got -2 to hit on this squad, and a 3+ invuln on this squad. I'm probably good. And then he has 10 of them, and he loses 9 of them in 1 turn. We're an hour and a half, or an hour and 20 minutes into the stream, so they've still got an hour and 15 left, an hour and 25. And this is the top of turn 3, and so they've just finalised their scores. So yeah, 4-10. Josh was up by 6 points. Yeah, he would have expected them to do heaps more. It was prepare positions. As soon as you prop prepare positions, it means you've got to wait a turn, because your -1 means nothing. He's still got 2 up saves on his Terminators. As soon as he's making him take, possibly 33 up saves, you kill that unit. Yeah, he legitimately probably just played into Josh's hands. Looks like Johnny Seymour's game has wrapped up. Unless his opponent is just too drunk. His name is Nick Beattie, and he gets drunk at tournaments quite regularly. Top bloke though. Top drunk bloke. Alright, let's have a quick gaze at their game, see what the end scores were. Because that puts Johnny Be Good, Seymour, with his 5 Eldar Flyers, right up there. Final scores they haven't put in their scores. They still haven't uploaded any of their scores. So I've got no idea what's going on in that game anymore. I'm confused. A little bit scared. So the Flyers have done their circling shuffle. So the Hemlock has now ended up down here. And we've got the 2 Crimson Hunters. One of them's wounded. Don't know how many wounds it's got left. Look, if he cripples another Deathwatch unit this turn, he needs Josh to roll pretty badly. But if he can pull another 8 Deathwatch guys off a unit, he's only left with 26 left. That doesn't do a hell of a lot of damage to what he has left on the board. I've got no idea what he's rolling for. That's a lot of dice. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on here. Why is Josh rolling this many dice in his opponent's phase? What's happened? Yeah, what has he done that? That's very interesting. Who has that many attacks? It's got to be shots, because nothing in his army has that many melee attacks. I'm really curious. Josh, what did you just roll for then? Oh, of course, nice. Yeah, so you just use the Eldar the Deathwatch strat against Eldar. So if, Valerie, do you have access to that? Are you going to be our absolute wizard and tell us what went down there? Yeah, hit me. Tell me. Give me that best shot. Give me that juicy stratagem. What does it do? Do you just get to shoot at an Eldar unit that comes in range? If so, that's fucking mental. Yep. So it looks like he just did 2 or 3 wounds to that Hemlock. So Crimson Hunter, just for free, just because he could, because he's got 18. He's got 18 fucking CP and he can. Yeah. Why wouldn't you? Yep, shooting some Void Weavers. He's just cleared off that infantry squad, who didn't kill the Sky Weaver. They just took that objective. Of course, they weren't going to kill the Sky Weaver. Is Eldrad alive? Let's see if I can pick him out. What's this in front of me? Yes. No, that's the Shadowseer. So this is a Shadowseer here. We've got 2 Dire Avengers here. I can't see Eldrad. I can legitimately not see Eldrad. He might be dead. Just pulled off a remnant unit of Deathwatch from here. He's probably going to pick up this unit as well. Yeah, I can't spot Eldrad anywhere on the board. Or I can't see anything on the board that would be Eldrad. I'd have to assume he's dead. No, not E-Talk. Looks like Celestine just got put down for her first death. Those you missed out, there's Celestine's first death. She'll be back. Yeah, I'm trying to track down where the assassin is. Oh, I can see where the assassin is, guys. That model just there is the assassin. That's the Vindicare. Yeah, still trying to see where Eldrad is. Because realistically, on this table, you should be able to hide from that guy pretty easily, man. Oh, shit, tit. I just found him. There's Eldrad. He's under the eave of that building. So there's this Shadow Seer, and then there's Eldrad right there. He is alive and well, guys. E-Dog survives. Celestine's down for her first death. Yeah, it doesn't look like Celestine got back up. Did you re-roll it? Yeah, she rolled a 1. And he didn't re-roll. He couldn't re-roll it. Are you out of CP? You got no CP left? Oh, right, shoot. Yeah, so Sharrock has 5 left. Josh Brodie has busted his whole CP pool. He has none left. He had started with 18, he's down to 0. I can't see that shit. So he's played 3 games in this tournament, and 3 times out of 3 games, Celestine has not gone back up. I think it's his key for winning. If she dies, you just win games. So look, Adrian's cut the lead a little bit. It's 2 points difference, but mind you, Brodie's got the bottom of turn, so he's gonna jump ahead. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends this turn 6 to 7 points ahead. Adrian picked up quite a few kill points that turn, I believe. So I don't think he's going to be giving up kill more this turn. The density of Deathwatch still, I think he's still got 3 pretty much full squads. It's pretty scary, actually. He probably loses a Crimson Hunter this turn. Maybe half loses another one. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I hope. It's going to be interesting. The guard are not immune to leadership. Yeah, the guard aren't immune to leadership. Just going to get an update from Matt #1 Morosoli. Hey Matt. Fucker. Douchebag walks off of me. Which scores? Just going to get an update from Matt at the end of his next turn. He'll tell me where we're at with scores wise. So those of you who've just joined us, I notice we've got a bit of a spike in viewership. This is Adrian Sharrock of Victoria playing against Joshua Brodie of New South Wales of Team Legion. It was Deathwatch against Harlequin Primary Eldar. So it was Harlequins with a Wolfway Battalion, and which he has and he has a Flyer Wing as well. So it looks like he's deep striking in what's probably his last unit of Elysians. They're just going to be jumping in, and I believe that is because I don't even know why that is. I was just going to try and kill those. Get a cheap kill off the Rangers with the Guardsmen, because that's really all they're going to be good for.
That's literally a thing you can buy. That's not good. You can just go out and buy it. The shield comes with the bottom.
Everyone's crowded around Nick Beattie's Knight Lancer, which is amazing. You know, so Valerie found this channel by chance. Yeah, it is. Look, it's an emerging scene, and we're like, this is still just the beginning. As good as this stuff might seem now, I guarantee you we haven't scratched the freaking surface of what we can accomplish with technology and with this game in this scene. Like, we're just tipped the iceberg still. Yarthrugger, you're a good fucking bloke. You can stay in my chat anytime, baby. Yeah, look, I've found a lot of them from channel to channel as well. Yarthrugger, do you play Salamanders or Iron Hands? What do you play? Any Space Marines? Or would you like to play Salamanders or Iron Hands? Yeah. Looks like we've had the Beacon Angelus be activated. So for those who don't know, it's a lot like the Veil of Darkness. So he's just teleported a Deathwatch unit over to there. I think he's going straight into the shooting phase already. Always had a soft spot for Salamanders though. Just so happens I've got a giveaway of a set of 10 legit Forge World Salamanders Mark III shoulder pads. And if you're willing to pay postage, I will send them to you, Yarthrugger. Seriously, PM me your address. You've just won them. I'll give them to you. We'll send you a bill for postage. They're yours, dude. Just send us your address. Should probably write on that, Yarthrugger, so I don't fucking forget. I'll call you Yal from now on. Hey, listen, Blaine, sorry, man. We're just, so they gave us some stuff they have in their raffle, some of the smaller prizes. So just give them away on stream to good dudes. So what we have left, we have some Iron Hands chest pieces, Iron Hands Legion upgrade set torsos. They're actually pretty sick for you to see them. They're actually really, really cool. And the Iron Hands iconography on that isn't actually that detailed. You could easily scrape that off. And we have one of those Space Marine Heroes boxes, so you never know what's inside these things. It could be anything. So special edition stuff. So we'll give away both of those tomorrow probably, unless there's a top bloke on here that decides to let us know there's a top bloke or lady or woman. We do not want to discriminate. In fact, I would love to see there be some like more. So there actually is a couple. There's a couple of YouTube channels geared towards female hobbyists, like Ego Queen and Alexis Painting and stuff like that. Amazing female hobbyists spruiking and pushing the hobby towards the other ladies and other women in the sector, and I think that is amazing. Because I can really understand how going into gaming stores and hobby shops can be very intimidating. Like right here in this area, we have 50 blokes. Questionable hygiene. I mean, if I wasn't like entrenched in this scene, I'd walk in here and be like, "This guy smells too much for my tastes." But you know, now they're my tribe, they're my peeps. I find their stench endearing. Just used to it, you know. But yeah, I like that we're growing the scene in that way. So yeah, anybody on here? Sign up on our Patreon. Maybe I'll give you one. Ha! Stuff it. Also, if you're a Patreon supporter, I think of the second tier, you get a discount on these. So we're selling these for $40 for a set of 6 for our neoprene things. If you're interested in those, just PM us on Facebook. I do a pretty sick Aussie man voice impersonations. Maybe I'll do them for you tomorrow when my voice is a little bit better, but because right now it's pretty wrecked. It's pretty just hanging in there. That Void Weaver has taken a bit of a hammering. Yeah, you don't want to pay postage. You don't want to do that to yourself. There are people in Europe who make products, who make things like this. Just buy them from them. I don't think the Void Weaver will endure if this unit shoots at him. I think they'll just kill it. If I wear a dress, could I have a shit at them? That is a very uniquely worded sentence, Swansea. Could I have a shit at them? So deep. Yeah, Swansea, you're killing me. Good night, Jane Cobb. Thank you so much for participating. Hope to hear from you tomorrow. Join us for another 2 games of what will be the top 2 tables of the event. Whatever the top tables are, they will get on stream. I know what you meant, man. If you wear a dress, I mean, it can't hurt your chances. We're throwing crack grenades into Crimson Hunters. It missed or did not wound. And now we've got the bolters coming in. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to show you this Knight Lancer. It is phenomenal. Nick. Could you bring your Lancer over? I'm about to show you something a bit special. So this gentleman is Nick Beattie. He was playing the Death Core versus Johnny Seymour. Didn't have a good game. Johnny, with his flyers, towed him up pretty convincingly, it seems. But he is an amazing hobbyist, and he has made this ridiculously gorgeous and fantastic Atropos Knight Lancer. How tough does that look? How fucking tough. Look at that. Look at that shit. He's green stuffed this whole camo, like giant camo cloak for him. It's so fucking cool. The Knight Lancer is my favorite knight. And Nick paints in a really like dark color palette. So there's a lot of detail there. There's a lot of weathering there, and it's just gorgeous. It is just absolutely beautiful. So look at the weathering on that metallics. He weathers everything down so much. He wants to make it look like it belongs in the 41st millennium. He's even done patches, like he's in the repair jobs on the cloak. This is all green stuff, by the way. He's done this completely out of green stuff. Dude's a phenomenal hobbyist. Yeah, and he's springing off a tree stump. It's that's so good. Yeah, did you see that? Beautiful. Nick, come take it back. I don't want to risk this baby. Oh, I hold it more gently than I hold my nieces and nephews. Ask him if I can bend plastic with hot water. All right, Nick. Whatever. He'll come back and get it at some point, or I'll take it home. Win-win. Some Deathwatch dialing up. Way too many shots. Way more shots than the Eldar want to be taking. The 13 saves coming up. 100% you can mold plastic if you get hot enough. I had a mate who put a piece of his army in the oven at 180 degrees for 10 minutes, and he said that made it soft enough for him to make it pliable. Please research that before you do it. That is literally just some shit that one of my mates said to me. If you try it and it backfires, that's on you. Yeah, I've never been brave enough to try that. This is fucking gorgeous. God damn. Yeah, I've still got the knight right here. So I look down. I'm just like, phenomenal. God damn. So the Void Weaver is still there, but There is a Crimson Hunter Exarch that is no longer there. We have a charge coming off, so the Death Watch are trying to charge onto this objective. They don't honestly think they're going to kill that Void Beaver. Those microwaves are good. Had a warm car, droop my Stomper's main cannon, yeah. I hate that. So when I first joined this hobby, I was very young and naive, and I had bunch of Forge World upgrades for a fantasy army, and spears. It was just like flaccid spears, guys. The most flaccidest of the spears. Impotent even. Thanks, brother. It's really nice to be able to click at people and not feel rude. It's good. It's a good feeling. Because it is rude. So one of Crimson Hunter has been taken down. Looks like he has failed that charge. Didn't take any wins in Overwatch. Don't worry, it wasn't a model, guys, if you heard that. The Rangers just failed their morale on a 6 and lost another guy. So lost 2 from firing from this unit of guardsmen. They're putting up their scores for the end of turn 3. Yep, perfect. Yellow Thrugger. Good old Yally. I know. Their leadership 7, they lost 2, they can only fail on a 6. Rolls a 6. Getting the scores in for the end of this turn, wrapping up. So, yep, so it's a 5-point lead to Joshua because of the Holdmore. And I assume he did not get Killmore, though. So 14, so Joshua's 14 to 8. No, he doesn't hold more. So he's got his 2. Was one model there. There's 2 Deathwatch models there. Yeah, 2 to 2. Adrian's going to try and pull. Yeah, he's going to try and pull his Hemlock over to clear this objective off. He's got a Shadow Seer. He's got a Shadow Seer here. A Shadow Seer is quite capable of, between shooting and psychic and combat, of killing and making a unit of 10 guardsmen pop. So I'd be considering moving your 8 inches and you're advancing and then charging that Shadow Seer into that unit. Because it's pretty good odds that he drops them. Instead, no, he's gone the other way. Yep, he's going the other way. He's just putting stuff on this. He's stacking this objective, which is not a bad move either. Could be going the other way and going for these guys. So far I can tell you that one Deathwatch squad has been taken out. And we've got a squad of 10 up here, squad of 10 here, squad of 10 here. One is dead, and then there's 2 single dudes there. Man, I'm hungry. It's 6:20. It's like an hour past my dinner time. Ooh, that Void Weaver just went bananas. Looks like he'll be trying to clear that out, clear his backfield this turn. I think he can no longer kill this unit. Well, he can no longer reliably kill. Well, sorry, shit. He couldn't reliably kill a unit of 10 at the first turn. I'll be fucked if he thinks he can do it in turn 4. So the Hemlock's just gone there. Like I thought, he's probably going to try and clear off these two guys, take this out, and then this objective pretty much becomes safe. He doesn't have the movement to get there in a turn. Actually, he probably does, to be honest, because he's got a biker. One of those bikers, he moves to 12 and then advances, he'll be able to get on it. So it's really frustrating, actually. It might be frustrating for Adrian. Okay. So he's repositioned his Hemlock. So, yeah, so the Crimson Hunter's about to move. Where would I put it if I was him? What actual... He has to go, yeah, so he has to go forward. So honestly, yeah, you just move your minimum. And then next turn you try and turn back towards the Deathwatch. So yeah, he just shoots that Deathwatch unit. Might kill, maybe he'll kill two things, two models. It's probably the best you can hope for. Oh, he's going to move a bit further. Why would you? Why would you? Okay, never mind. Never mind. He's all good. He knows what he's doing. Just seemed like a really weird angle to leave that Crimson Hunter on. Psychic powers are going off. Smiting, I believe. Checking the rules for some casting. Just done some mortals. Looks like he's pulled 3. He's got a smite going into... He's rolled a 10. He's going to try and dispel with one of his sisters units. Sister unit fails. And he just rolled 3 wounds. He just cleared that Deathwatch unit in the psychic phase. Very well done by Adrian. That was a good call. So what happened was he'd rolled a 7. He rolled a 6 and a 1. And he knew his opponent had a bunch of denies for being sisters. So he re-rolled the 1 and got to a 10, and then his opponent rolled an 8 for the deny. So his opponent would have denied him if he didn't roll the 1, because he rolled an 8, and he rolled 7. So and that was the difference between that Deathwatch unit being dead and being alive. So he's going to shoot into a unit of sisters. He's got 3 6 pinballs. He made 2 of them. No, sorry. 1 was cocked on a 6. So he rolled it and failed. That's good behaviour. Got a Crimson Hunter shooting into some dudes. So, yep, there's a bunch of guardsmen that's just been picked up. So he's got 2 Void Weavers to put into the guardsmen. Looks like he's banking on some kill more and just staying in touching points, but he's not. He's a bit far off, isn't he? He's abandoned all the objectives. He's holding literally 1 objective right now. Yeah, next turn, Josh just moves this biker up. He holds this one. Moves another unit around, holds this one. And he's got 2 to Adrian's 1. Adrian's he's got 2 characters holding this objective on that objective. Yep, Unit Guardsman is gone. Just dialing off some shots. Just putting some missed shots into the Death Watch. The shenanigans are ensuing. We've got drunk dudes giving other drunk dudes piggybacks. We've got people harassing the TOs for fun. It's a good time. Exactly what you want your tournaments to be. So it looks like we're into Josh's the bottom of turn 3? Yeah, turn 4. Sorry, turn 4. Bottom of turn 4. And I think we've got 40-ish minutes left. So pretty sure there's a natural conclusion to be had in this game. Adrian's just got himself 3 points, so he's up to 11 to 14. I mean, there's not a hell of a lot left for each player. I mean, obviously Josh has actually a lot of units, but they're all in pretty negligible positions. Like, they're all in positions that aren't going to massively affect the outcome of this game, apart from dealing damage. Just moving up, doing his thing. He's not looking like he's jumping on that objective, which is an interesting choice. I'm guessing he'll get something else on 1. He's gone for an advance with some sisters. Yep, there's that bike. Bike is just going to move on to that objective. There's no reason not to. Turbo MMX, how you doing, dude? Thanks for joining us. Colin was telling us, so you see the scrolling banner down the bottom, the best in faction tagline of a podcast where 2 friends discuss Warhammer. So they haven't updated that in a couple of months, and so we just took it off their website, I believe, unless we've had it on our banner for a couple of months, because they've actually got 3 guys on their podcast now. Chuck have just joined them, and it's pretty funny. All right. Da-da-da. All good in the hood. So this game, look, hasn't been as crushing as I thought it was going to be. Adrian's has made some good moves, like pulling back onto his side of the board with his flyers that turn, ensuring that he picks up a bunch of kill points. I think it's a good plan, because now most of his stuff is going to be pretty convincingly out of range of most of his shooting, because of the dint of the lighter side blocking terrain that he's got. So that probably stops. So he's got a handful of guys that can shoot this Void Weaver. That's probably about it. The rest of them are most definitely out of range. So I find that it's pretty good, it's pretty interesting. He's going to limit the amount of shots he can get. He's probably going to have to shoot at flyers, to be honest. Huh? Who does? The Void Weaver backed off and ran away because it had 1 wound left, and now he just shot everything I could see from this unit into it, and it's still, bam, 1 wound left. Who's the one who said that would survive? Someone in this freaking chat said is it Valerie? The Void Weaver should endure. You are correct. The Void Weaver has endured. The prophecy has been foretold. Valerie, I hope you're still with us because you are spot on. 1 wound left. You need a hero. There it is. I mean, that unit hasn't done anything. It hasn't done anything all game. Hasn't killed anything. It sat on an objective for its 108 points. Who's saying Harley? Everybody. Yeah, Thugger, everybody's saying Harley's a bad. I'm assuming that what he's rolling here is this unit shooting into this Crimson Hunter. It looks like he's only done 1 wound, which he's made the save. So that Crimson Hunter goes untouched. Oh, no, sorry, never mind, he hasn't shot that unit yet. Ha. Trying to figure out what their range is. Because naturally, 8th edition is janky, and it's from the actual model, it's not from the base. Yeah, he's trying to figure out who's in -2 for the LA Talk. Yeah, he's got to be measuring for who's in the range for the LA Talk. So he's going to be splitting them up. So these are the 4s to hit, he just said. And 5s to wound. And it looks like he got 2 wounds, 3. And so he's got feeling pains for Spirit Stones. It's like he's taken 2 wounds. And that one was undamaged, so he's got his full complements of wounds left, -2. Obviously. Two more. To go through again. So he lost another 2, so he took 4 wounds from that exchange. But that is going to be pretty close to the sum total of what he can expect to take this turn. Watchmaster shot, he failed to... Why is that not working? Oh, there it is. There it is. It kicked in. I was thinking it wasn't going to work for you, Mason Basin. Okay. So look, the damage output of the Death Watch isn't massively significant anymore, but I mean the same can be said for the exactly the same can be said for the Eldar. They've both taken a bit of a pounding. Just shooting with some menial stuff, shooting with the Canoness and some other bits and pieces. You can't make a friggin' save with this Crimson Hunter. He's failed 5 out of 5 saves, I believe. He's got some guardsmen charging into some rangers. Yeah, but they made the charge. It's not bad. So he's going to be punching these rangers. He doesn't have. He's got decent odds to kill him. There's only 2 of them. He has a bunch of guardsmen that can fight. Yep, so straight into combat. Looks like he's going to go 4 rounds attacking. When none of them hit, and all the Rangers attack back. Rangers is going to win this combat, but he has pinned these Rangers. 1 hit. There's a wound. He saved it. All right, chucking in the scores for the bottom of turn 4. Let's see where things end up. So to my mind, no one's got hold more. It's hold versus hold, and I think Josh gets kill more. What did Josh? Oh, he's just got kill and hold, and it should be a kill. I believe it should be a kill more going to Adrian this turn. Yeah, there it is. Yep, bang. So 4 points difference, man. Like we said, this was going to be, all one-way traffic, and this is, well, a 4 point differential is not one-way traffic. Where's their second one? So you mean? So you mean up here? Yeah, you're actually right, but I actually don't think they killed anything in their turn. I don't think the Death Watch killed a unit. So I think it's just hold and hold more. I'll double check for you. I can look at the freaking scores. Just refresh this bad boy. Where are the scores? According to this, they haven't ticked their scores in. Very interesting. And yeah, we know that they've ticked their scores in because updating on the stream. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to figure out who's where. All right, let's see what I can do. Basti wants to let everybody know he didn't get seized on that turn. So something's just happened. Yeah. Something's just happened with regard to the stream. That should be... Yeah, they should have it up to date now. No? Okay. Wow, this is fun. Let's close that off. Just there. Da-da-da. Yeah, it looks like I have somehow done something to this. I swear I didn't do anything. I swear, guys, it's not my fault. I'm just a harmless bystander at this whole affair. Yeah, the scores have decided to die in the ass. Apologies, guys. I don't know how I've done that. Yeah, it's legitimately nothing. I haven't changed anything. I might get these guys to refresh. Can you guys refresh your scores? Can you just refresh the page on the iPad for me? So just refreshing the page on the iPad, seeing if that fixes it. Turns out that's a no. And I've done something horrible. Well, shit. Apologies, guys. I tried to help. I just stuffed everything up, just like my mum said I would. Let's refresh that. Stop it. I'm just going to roll with it, guys. We've only got 20 minutes left in this round. Just going to wait it out. Looks like he's already. It's not my fault. Don't you question me in my stream, you Yalthraga, if that is your real name. Jeez. Alright, looks like he's picking up some sisters, just trying to pick up a couple of kills this turn. That is that Hemlock at the top of the board, just killing some sisters. Just got a Void Weaver dialing up his Ducker. Storm Shields bump off everything. Technically, Baeltan broke before Cadia did, so you're absolutely right. And by that I mean wrong. Hey, Marcelli. Salty. What's the scores? They don't know what their scores are. Baeltan does not exist. They dispersed. They broke up the craft world. They buggered off. Are you saying that, you know, they carry Baeltan with them wherever they go? Is that what you're implying? The other are about as weak as your argument, Valerie. Yeah. Let's pull up some paint. Let's have a geese and a gander. What do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Still a full 10 man there. Still a full 10 man there. Well, the Wi-Fi drawing a 6. Still full 10. 10, 10. So yeah, it doesn't look like, I don't honestly think Adrian has the firepower to make a decent impact on the 2 remaining full units of Deathwatch. It's not just a question of how many points he tries to get out of this. Right, so bottom of 5 right now. Moving a pretty good pace. Adrian's just going to go buy Josh a drink because he's a good fucking bloke. Man, most people have finished their games and these two are still trucking along. What's their problems? They've still got what I believe is 20 minutes left in this round. Beltan's demise is Imperium's lie. It's propaganda. It's propaganda, you say? Right into the shooting phase. They're moving at a really good pace. Just putting some boulder shots into the Crimson Hunter. Watchmaster shooting, doesn't wound. It's the Canoness piling in her bolter, Storm Bolter, I think. Or it could just be a sister squad, not too sure. There's a remnant Deathwatch squad up there, only 3 guys remaining. It's actually turned into a decent game. This. It's actually not a bad game to watch at all. It's quite a bit going on. Some intrigue. Don't quite. Well, I was pretty convinced Josh and Brodie was going to win, but Adrian has made a lot more of a game of this than I thought he was going to. And kudos to you. Absolute props to him because his army doesn't function properly against this list. Huh? You couldn't see it, nah. Unless you wanted to. We got Adrian Strath and his plutonic life partner. 24 shots coming into something. Just piling on some pain. I think he's targeting, could be targeting that 1 wound Void Weaver. What was he shooting at? Oh, sorry, yep, he's dead. He was the 1 wound guy. Does he blow? They're all -2 to hit due to LA Talk and him being a flyer. So he's just dialing up all his Deathwatch shots from this unit into the Crimson Hunter. Oh, so that's the Hemlock up there. Yep, it's the Hemlock. It's 2 wounds, neg 1s, 4 up saves. Makes them both. Got to keep in mind, Joshua Brodie has chosen ground control as one of his secondaries. We have just lost We've actually legitimately just lost the scores. So let me just see if I can pull those up. Because that's pretty bad. Yeah, still not updating on that front, and it's not showing up on our scorecard, which is bizarre. Anyway, probably a problem for tomorrow, seeing as we have hard dice down in literally 5 minutes, I believe. It's tomorrow's problem, guys. Fuck it. All these shots add to that Crimson Hunt, so that a Hemlock. That Hemlock's actually done some work. It's been flying around. It's got a few smites off. Haven't seen him try for Jinx yet, though. So this isn't too bad. They're going to be getting probably a turn 5 finish. It's pretty respectable in this day and age. Turn 6 is better, of course. He's taken another wound. Yeah, they're going pretty fast. They're doing their best. I don't think no one has slow played this in any way, shape, or form. So it's 2 kills, but Josh Brodie holds more objectives than his opponent. So I believe that means right. He got another 3 points out of his turn, and he was on 16, so we've been on to 19 now.
Yeah, that should be turn 5.
What's up with the iPad? You guys all right? They're playing around with some stuff. Let me see if whatever they did refreshed, whatever we need to do. Just some funny guys. Yeah, we got the 10-minute call just being put down, so I'm assuming this will be the last turn of the game. If they even want to start another turn, maybe they just talk out the last turn. Who knows? So we've gone into turn 6. Can't seem to get the scorecard back, guys, but I will figure that out. I will figure that out during the downtime between days and have it back up for you guys tomorrow. Chest cloaks are upon request, so same as the ITC. If you would like to use a chest block, you can. And if you request one, I think your opponent has to play with it too. So if you would like to use one, you both do. Yeah, the Eldari can't catch up anymore. Thanks, dude. For a solo show, I appreciate that a lot. This has actually been quite hard for me to manage solo for 2 games back to back. So yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, this game turned into a pretty good matchup, to be honest. I don't think the Death Watch were ever in much danger of losing, but Adrian, full props to him. He made a very good game of this. He probably made it as close as was ever likely. That was ever going to get. Could have ever gotten, sorry. Right, where are we at next? Looks like they're just going to go through turn 6 very quickly. Oh, thanks so much, Yally. Yal. No, I really appreciate that, man. Thank you very much for the feedback. And look, if you guys have any feedback to give us on whether you think a solo streams are even worth it, like if this content is actually not good enough, if this is below par, if this is not enjoyable, please let us know. And this is something we won't do in the future. This is our first time trying this out as a solo one-man show ever. We need to know if a single person can give a game enough interest, enough excitement, enough intrigue to keep you guys entertained and to keep it something that's worth watching. So please let us know if that is sensitive in any way, or you're afraid to criticise us in this forum. Please send us a PM via Facebook. So what's Adrian got left? It looks like he's got. Let's pull this up. So he's got a unit of 2 dudes here. Us 2 characters actually. That's Eldrad and a Shadowseer. So that's Eldrad and Shadowseer there. He's got a Crimson Hunter Exarch, which I think is unhurt. He has a Hemlock, which is quite severely hurt, and he has a Voidweaver. So it's not really too all that bad. He's still got probably the better part of 1,000 points on the board. Whereas we have 1, 2, 3, 4, a full 10-man unit of Death Watch. That's a full 10-man unit. Oh wow. I think he just went for a massive advance. So we've just gone straight into the bottom of Josh's turn. All he really needs to do is just try and get on a couple of objectives. Oh, sorry, that big advance. Sorry, that was his character. That was his Smash Captain. He's got a jump pack, so he's just headed off and gone over here. So this is very close to a finish, and it's very close to a natural finish because both players are being accommodating with each other, which is very great to see. Very good to see. Okay, Death Watch just reshuffling. Look, realistically, I'm not sure Josh needs to shoot. He's already in the lead. He can probably just talk it out. It's mostly because I'm tired. I think they should talk it out. I think I've talked a lot. I've talked for more than I've been quiet, more than I've been silent for the last 6.5 hours. So yeah, it's like I've been gargling sandpaper. It's delicious. Wonderful feeling. I'll go home, I'll have some honey. Yeah, and get this boy all sorted out. Go strong day 2. Nothing to worry about. Yeah, look, there's no chance in hell that I can leave this stream and just walk off on this, and you guys look at the back of this wall. We have done that in the past. Yathraga, we have had roaming diff. He gets on Discord on his phone and puts headphones in, and he walks around and he just literally calls what he sees from the other tables. It works pretty well. And if he was here, we would be doing that at this event. If we have any dropouts overnight, Dean Sinbeck has said he will drop out for day 2, and he'll become my roaming reporter. So I'll be sending him out, and he's a very switched-on competitive player. He'll be able to read the game and play very well and report back. So that's hopefully maybe something that happens tomorrow. So for those who are still with us, cool, yeah. So the guys who are still with us, I think our ultimate goal is to have 2 maybe even 3 full rigs set up with cameras, and literally be able to jump through games. Like, so not have any split screen, just literally go, okay, and let's check in with, so table 1, table 2, table 3 are all being covered at the same time. And so we just like switch through different cameras and show you 3 different games in motion. I honestly think it's doable. I think with how, what a lot of games with 40k are, pretty slow, pretty monotonous, and me and Diffie, with well versed, and we're on the top of our game, we can call 3 games as they happen. We just lost the Hemlock has been taken down, and he's just going to charge his. He's going to charge his his baby Smash Captain into the Void Weaver. No hits on Overwatch. It makes a charge. All hits, hitting on 3s. Thank you very much, Normal Blokes. Appreciate that. I had no idea. I thought I was totally going to cook this, and it was going to be an absolute schmozzle. But I think I've done all right. We'll see. I'll do a bit of a watch back, and depends how many times I cringe. If I only cringe like once every 20 minutes or so, I've done a great job. I got my cringe to minute ratio. I did not cook no scores. I do nothing of the kind. They're fine. They're still there. I just can't make them show up anymore. Yeah, his wound calculators are really good. They're Perspex plastic. They're really cool. So we've just had the scores chucked up. I'll see if I can get a tally of at least the final scores for you guys. You deserve at least that much. Okay. So far right now it's looking, so it's 11 to 19 for victory points. So it wasn't a very high scoring game, but I think that was the nature of how Josh decided to play it. He bubbled up himself in literally a sixth of the board and barely moved out of it for 3 turns. So that breeds a low scoring game. But look, that's what Deathwatch are. Deathwatch are a grindy army. It's very rare that they get massive sweeping wins, but they will grind you into the absolute dust. So they're submitting the scores. We're going to get a final picture. It is 11 to 19. There we go, guys. So that is game 3 of Ratcon wrapped up. That is it. That is it for day 1 of Ratcon. 11-19 to Josh. Really respectable game by the end of it. Like, both of them beat each other up pretty thoroughly. It's just into the, so at the end of the game, Josh has board presence and Adrian doesn't. All right, beautiful. So that is it, guys. I'm going to be logging off. I'm going to be giving my voice a rest. I'm going to be having a good night's sleep after I go out and get a nice meaty steak. I honestly didn't expect the Eldar to put up that much of a fight. I thought this was going to be a 3-turn game, and Josh would just start snowballing out of control. But no, Adrian played a good, solid game. So thanks so much, guys. Any last questions before I jump off? Do-do-do. Da-da-da. Ba-ba-bow. Right. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. See you tomorrow, starting from, I believe it's 9:30. I'll double check, so let me just pull up the Ratcon Players Pack, and I will make sure that I get the right time for you guys. So, Game 4 starts at 9:45 tomorrow, so 9:45 Australian Eastern Daylight Time, although it's Daylight Savings Time. So yeah, 9:45 tomorrow. We are Daylight Savings, so I don't know if that mucks around with it, but yeah, 9:45 tomorrow. Victorian AEDT. So check back in then. I'll be doing a post up about 20 minutes, 10 minutes before we go live, and then you have the waiting screen in front of the 5, and then bang, we'll jump straight back into it. Jim Vessel might join us. If not, maybe we'll have some other guests. But look, Thank you so much for joining us, guys. Thank you for being a really, really good community. One thing that I was worried about is that if I had stuff or interaction with the chat, it was just going to be me talking at you, which wouldn't have been a great time. So that's it. This is Mr. Jeremy Marigold.
Can I do something?
Yeah, sure. What's up?
Just gonna
He's just smelling me, guys.
doing a Biden.
He's doing it. He's just having a smell.
Biden.
He's doing a Joe Biden. All right. On that note, peace out. See you tomorrow.